Welcome, ladies, most of a Tandem Yeti video, where today I will be reviewing Doctor Who New Year's special, Eve of the Daleks. So this is the third Dalek special from Chris Chibnall, and my goodness, it was a breath of fresh air after Flux. It was really nice to see a standalone story after the chaos that was the previous series, but it still tied into the Flux series really well with the Daleks trying to get revenge for the Doctor using the Sontarans to blow up all the Daleks, which I did. I was glad to see that that was brought up and the repercussions of that was being explored. But it wasn't involved. The Flux wasn't involved massively for it to be part of the story, and it could still be seen as a standalone story, which I loved. And in terms of standalone story, it's a really unique concept. Well, it is sort of something that's which has been explored in media quite a bit since Groundhog Day, and it's a really great concept, and I'm glad to see it used in Doctor Who. And it was a really nice spin as well to make it slightly different each time. It was a minute shorter, but whereas we're actually watching the episode in real time, some scenes where it's actually a minute shorter, it actually lasts for a longer amount of time. I don't know how that works, but I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to question it. It is what it is. But then yeah, the whole integration of the Daleks into that story was great, and the whole extermination thing was great. Characters story, we had Aislinn B's character. She was great. She was well written. She's probably said more than Yaz did in the whole of series 11. And if Yaz did say more, it was more important stuff that Aislinn B's character said, because we did have some sort of character development in there, which was great to see. And yeah, and then the Nick character, he was interesting at the start. He seemed nice, but then it was really weird. I just don't know why. I don't know why Chibnall decided to write him the way he did. The way he went every year for 3 years to drop off stuff from his exes, and it was like a ton of loads of stuff. It was loads of, and the way he put their names underneath the stuff was really weird and creepy, and I don't understand it. I don't understand why he was written like that. It's really weird. It's just weird. It's really weird. But I'm gonna push that aside. The whole the Doctor trying to get to the beach but ending up in the warehouse was good, and there was a good. It was what I expected the fam to be doing after the events of the Flux, and they showed up. And Dan, he didn't really say much. The only things he said were kind of for comical value, or later on he was kind of just pushing this relationship forward. But I'm going to talk about that more later. So yeah, the Doctor seemed to kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to bring across what I want to say, but and Yaz didn't really say much. I always hope that there's going to be more. There's going to be more kind of reason why they're there. Like they did kind of help the Doctor. Yeah, Dan helped the Doctor to an extent where he went off and did his own thing, which I enjoyed. Where he was joking around with the Dalek. That was a nice little scene. And then. But I can't really pinpoint anything specific that Yaz did which helped the story along. I don't know whether that's just me being forgetful or whether she didn't actually do anything much. I think she just helped the Doctor. She just followed the Doctor, did what she said. But yeah, maybe that's all you need. Yeah, and we had Dan telling Yaz to talk about her feelings for the Doctor, which is really exciting because a lot of people have been hoping for this. I know I've seen loads of people saying that they sort of, the whole Phasmin thing, they've been talking about this, and we need a relationship between the Doctor and Yaz. And I was really happy with that for many reasons. One, because I know a lot of people are going to be extremely happy and excited about that, and there's many interesting ways this can go forward now with the next two specials, and also because it gives Yaz more of a character, at least some sort of character. She has stuff to be saying and doing, and there's now something for us to, we know her emotions, we know what she's feeling, so we can now begin to look at how she behaves and connect that to her and her motives, and connect that to her emotions, which is really great that we're seeing that in her character after having essentially 3 seasons of her just being an emotionless companion, essentially. But I mean, she is portrayed really well by Amanda Gill. I feel like she does give emotion, like bare minimum of emotion to the character, where Chibnall has not really given her much. But now she's got even more to work on. Hopefully for the next 2 specials, she will be utilized to the best of her potential, because I really think she does have great potential. And there's not long left if she's leaving after this second special. And it was just really nice. The whole scene with the fireworks was really lovely, and it made for a great conclusion, a great round off to the episode. And I do feel like there might be, because there's a scene, so Yaz wants the doctor to take her to the beach to explain all the stuff about the doctor's past. I think that's what was going on, but they didn't get to the beach. Maybe they'll eventually get to the beach in the last episode. Who knows? But I feel like Yaz will not leave of her own by her own choice. So something tragic is probably, unfortunately, going to happen, unless Yaz chooses to leave because she knows the doctor's going to regenerate. I do feel like it's likely something tragic will happen. But there's many different directions Chibnall can go with this, so it'll be interesting to see where. Overall, I really enjoyed this episode. I think I'll give this episode a solid 8 out of 10. I definitely my favorite of all of Flux. Is good. Definitely my favorite 3 Dalek specials as well. Yeah. So next time we have the Sea Devils, which is very exciting. I recently watched the episode they were introduced with John Pertwee. I think it's just called the Sea Devils. And yeah, I quite like them. They're quite interesting. I think they're related to the Solarians or whatever. I don't know if they show up again in Classic Who. Other than that, I'm unsure. But yeah, it's exciting to see them being brought back. It'll be interesting to see what happens, and how the whole Flux story develops. So thank you for watching this review, everybody. Hope you enjoyed, because if you didn't, then you've just wasted about 10 minutes of your life. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.